We are on the air. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin a 6-game homestand, starting with the first of a mini 2-game series against the Washington Nationals tonight at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here, a.k.a. BW. BW for short. Welcome back for another night of exciting baseball. The Baltimore Orioles sitting in first place. They were tied yesterday, and then they took the lead without having to play, courtesy of the New York Yankees, who somehow managed to lose to the Chicago White Sox by a score of 12-2. Ouch. Right. So tonight we begin a series with the Nats for a couple of games, and then we got the Red Sox in town for 4. This pennant race is heating up, folks. Hey, let me say hello to those who might be new to my channel. Welcome in. I'm glad you found me. This channel started up just in time for this 2024 season, and I've been doing live play-by-play and commentary for every single game since opening day. And the idea is to do them all the way through to the end of the season and hopefully well into October. And at the same time, we're establishing a community of Oriole fans here and creating a space for people to hang out and watch the game together. It's a nice little community that's growing here. We've got over 1,800 people subscribed to the channel and several thousand watching on a nightly basis. That's exciting stuff, considering I'm doing this with very limited resources. My first season, just sort of threw my hat into the ring and see how it worked. Let me hit that button again. And yeah, the response has been fantastic. So I have every plan on doing this again next season and upgrading so many things on this channel to make it an even better presentation. But I can tell already by the support and loyalty shown by people in the chat. Let me fix this chat window so I can see everything here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so do consider, if you're not subscribed, think about it. It's a button at the bottom of your screen. It says subscribe. You press it. You wait 1 minute. You can jump right in a chat with everybody else. Say hi to me. I'd like to say hi to you. And yeah, use this however you'd like. If you don't have a way to watch it on TV, you can follow the game here. Maybe you just like to listen to a different voice doing these games. Maybe you like to hang out with other people and chat it up. Whatever the reason may be, you can do it here, and I hope you give it a try. All right, let's talk about tonight's pitching matchup. For the Orioles on the mound, left-hander Trevor Rogers, making his 3rd start since we acquired him during the trade deadline at the end of July. He has not won a game yet in an Oriole uniform, but his last outing, serviceable. Hopefully we can score him some runs tonight, give him a little bit of support that he might need. Jake Irvin is going to be on the mound for the Nationals, right-handed pitcher, 8-10 record, 3.76 ERA. He's been a pretty good, reliable, dependable arm, and on a team that isn't really going to the playoffs or having a fantastic season, Jake Irvin's been pretty reliable as a starter for the Nats, 8-10 record. All right, I got the Nationals lineup over here. Actually, what I have over here is their roster, because I see so many names on this lineup card. I don't know any of the. I know like 3 names on this lineup card. All right, to be honest, I think I know 5, but there's several I don't know. So leading off for the Nats tonight is Alex Call, and it looks like he plays a right field. We'll see. They'll show us what positions they're playing as soon as the game gets underway. But Alex Call will hit leadoff. C.J. Abrams will bat second and play shortstop. Is it Jerry Yepez? Is that it? Who is this Yepez? Juan Yepez, first baseman. Okay. He'll bat third. Keibert Ruiz, the catcher, will bat cleanup. James Wood, I know him. He's a big prospect. He's going to bat fifth, and I'm assuming play right field. Who's this guy? Chaparro. Doesn't even have a Aroldis. Andres Chaparro is a third baseman. Right-handed hitter. Who are these guys? He'll bat sixth. Ildiarmo Vargas. I know him. He's a veteran. He'll bat seventh. Is it Luis Garcia Jr.? I'm just guessing. Yes, it is. Second base, maybe. And then finally, Young, who must be an outfielder. Jacob Young. I should know that name. I remember Jacob Young. All right, that's the Nationals lineup. No offense to any Nationals fans out there, but I got to be honest with you. This is like Major League at the beginning of the season, where I'm a fan looking in the paper at the lineup and going, who the hell are these guys? Who are these freaking guys? Man, I hope our team can handle this team. I'll tell you this guy batting first has got an on-base percentage of over 500 and is slugging .565. So, who is this guy again? Alex Call. All right, let's be careful with this guy. All right, for the Orioles, the lineup is right there in front of you. Let me get this game up on the TV. Be sure I've got everything up and running here. Hey there, Pure. How you doing, buddy? I think we're the first game on, folks. I think we've got a 5-minute jump on the rest of Major League Baseball tonight. Why not? Why not make me get up super early? Against the Nationals this season, Trevor Rogers has made 2 starts, a record of 0-2, but it hasn't been all that bad. A 3.75 ERA and a whip of a very respectable 1.08. So you got to remember, folks, Trevor Rogers, you know, his ERA 4.71, there's no forgiving that. That's a not very good ERA. That's all on him. But his record of 2-10, it's kind of a tough luck record when you're playing for the Marlins. He should probably be somewhere more around 5-7, at least 4-8, something. All right, this game is about to get started soon. Let's see. So for the Orioles, leading off playing left field, Colton Cowser. Anthony Santander bats second, plays right. Gunnar Henderson at shortstop hits third. Ryan O'Hearn, the DH, and the cleanup hitter. Adley Rutschman hitting fifth and catching. Ryan Mountcastle will play first and bat sixth. Ced Mullins will be in center field hitting seventh. Jackson Holliday will be hitting eighth and playing second base. And finally, Ramon Urias is the third baseman batting ninth. Kobe Mayo not in the lineup. And, he's just going to have to take advantages of the opportunity he's going to get, because so far he has not taken advantage of any opportunity. And we got to win some ball games. If he played an excellent glove and was just struggling at the plate, maybe he'd get another chance right now. Or if he were hitting well, but the defense looked a little questionable, maybe he'd still leave him in there. But when you can't field and you can't hit, kind of tough to justify putting you in the lineup. Kobe, we want you in there, believe me. You are the future. How we doing there, Charm City chat? We got Slater, Matt, Ms. Janet Hill, Jeffrey, Ryan, Pure Adrenaline, Mark, Calvin, Baxter, Isaac, Vonnie, Mike, Jorge, Derek, Gerald, Daniel, Sean Finns. Let's get the party started. That's right, folks. It's what I like to call the Parkway Series. I don't know why they call it the Beltway Series when there's one real thoroughfare that connects these two cities in close proximity, and that's the BW Parkway. And damn it, I'm BW. So this is the Parkway Series. Anybody remember what happened in the 2 games we played in D.C.? I think we split them. Or did we win both? I know we didn't get swept. I think we split. We're going to want to take both of these games, folks. We really do. Because while the Yankees did lose in embarrassing fashion last night to the White Sox, they still have to play them for the next 2 nights. And I'm not expecting the Yankees to get swept. I'm expecting the Yankees to win these next 2 games because that's what everybody else does when they play the White Sox. So we need to hold court, maintain this half-game lead that the Yankees gifted to us by losing last night, and go out there and win these 2 games against the Nats. Once the Red Sox come to town, it's a 4-game series, division opponent, winning record, not a bad team themselves. But we've been doing pretty well against Boston this season. We're going to hope to get 3 out of 4. You'd like to get better than a split. But, if we can get 3 out of 4 there, or at least split, or if we can get 3 out of 4 there and take both these games, or if we split this and then sweep the Red Sox, I'll be happy. Give me 5 out of 6 on this homestand. That's what I'm asking for. All right, here's a shot of Camden Yards. Scattered seating all over the place. This game's about to get started. Trevor Rogers' first pitch of the ball game to call is called. Strike 1. See what I did there? All right, Alex Call, and now we can see everybody's position. Call is in right field. James Wood is in left. I got that wrong. And Call hits one on the ground to third. Arias has it over to first in time. First out of the ball game. We are underway here in Baltimore. Again, the Orioles defensively left to right. Cowser, Mullins, Santander in the outfield. Ramon Arias at third. Gunnar at short. Holiday at second. Mountie at first. And Rutschman behind the plate. C.J. Abrams is coming up to hit. He's the star of this team at this point. Talented young player. He's got some pop in the bat. Got good legs. Plays a decent short. Takes the first pitch off the plate for ball 1. Next pitch from Trevor Rogers is at the top of the zone. Called a strike 2 at 82 miles an hour. Looked like a slider at the top of the zone. 1-1 pitch. Well, they called that first pitch a ball. Okay, so 2 balls, 1 strike as this pitch is off the plate outside. 2-1 the count on C.J. Abrams as we are just getting started. And Abrams gets into one to right field. Santander with a long run toward the foul line. He won't get there in time. It drops in, and Abrams will cruise into second base with a 1-out double. And he does a little shimmy when he gets there. Well, there we go. Well, Derek, we're hoping that's not the case, obviously. We'll see. But, yeah. Getting drilled in the ear with a fastball. Not good. Okay, Yepes, the DH, is at the plate. And the first pitch to him is in the dirt from Rogers. Yepes batting from the right-hand side. He's got a .315 average. Runner at second base, 1 out here in the top of the first. The 1-0 from Rogers. And he goes halfway into his windup and steps off the rubber. Abrams back to second base. This national team loves to run. That's one of the ways they get you. And I remember them running on us pretty wildly the first time around in the 2-game series back in D.C. This pitch is off the plate by some distance. 2-0 to count on Juan Yepes. .315 average, 3 homers, 17 driven in. Sounds like a guy that maybe got called up about a month ago and they said, well, he can hit. Keep him in the lineup. Bat him third for crying out loud. We need some hitters. This pitch is outside. 3-0 the count. I mean, look, this guy might be hitting .315. He might be the third guy in the order. You still got to go after a guy like this. Come on now. There's a called strike, top of the zone. 3-1 on Yepes. We got Rob here, Froggy, Svetlana, Mark, Chilo. Here's the pitch. It's off the plate, and that is ball 4. Rogers issues a free pass to Yepes. It does set up a double play possibility. Runners at first and second now with 1 out. Yeah, I get it, Calvin, but I call it the Parkway Series because the Capital Beltway is around D.C., and then Baltimore has their own Beltway. The one connective thoroughfare is the Parkway. It would make so much more sense to call it the Parkway Series. Wouldn't you agree? This pitch has popped up. The catcher, Rutschman, has got it in foul ground, and there are 2 down. Easy second out. I mean, I'm gonna call it the Parkway Series. I don't care what it's officially called. I call it the Parkway Series because it just makes more sense to me. What's going on, Dan? 2 down. James Wood at the plate. Left-handed bat, big prospect. Lots of raw talent in this guy. He takes a called strike on the outside corner. He's hitting .263 in his rookie season. 4 homers, 25 driven in. He wasn't called up until, I believe, maybe second week of June. This one's hit line drive, base hit, left center field, and that's going to get the Nationals on the board. James Wood with a 2-out RBI single, and the Nationals have taken a 1-0 lead. Oh, Dan, I wish I read that question before that last pitch. How are things? 20 seconds ago, pretty good. Right now, not as good. As Trevor Rogers has given up the lead here in the top of the first. Had that walk in between. First and third, 2 down. Here's Chaparro with his first at-bat of the season. Maybe his career, I'm not sure. But he fouls it back off to the right. First baseman, stocky guy, right-handed hitter. In AAA Reno and Rochester, he hit .328 with 23 homers and 85 RBI. So he's got big minor league numbers. This is his major league debut. The 0-1 pitch to him is swung on and tapped foul. He reached for a pitch off the outside corner. Just got a piece of it. He came over by the way of the Diamondbacks in the Dylan Floro trade, which I suppose was during the deadline. So a brand new acquisition. 0-2 count, 2 down, first and third. The pitch just off the plate, up and away for ball 1. Yeah, Calvin, he's 0-2 this season, but in those 2 losses, a 3.75 ERA and a whip of just 1.06. So he's been outdone somewhat. Hey, they picked off the runner at first. James Wood gets picked off. Gunnar applies the tag. Yepes, did he score? Yepes scored before they applied the tag? Oh, no. The Nationals score a second run on a pickoff. We pick off the runner at first, but before we can apply the tag, the runner at third comes in to score. So the Nationals make it 2-0 to win the inning. Oh, my goodness. What in the hell was that? Big buck. Stop it all. Oh, boy. I mean, my God, you pick off a base runner, and it costs you a run. What were we supposed to do? Just let him steal? I guess. God, we finally figure out a way to stop the running game, and the one time we do it, a run scores. I tell you what. Oh, my goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Well, I hope we're in the mood to hit tonight. I hope we're in the mood to hit. We're due. We're due for like a just 12-run, 17-hit barrage, aren't we? Where everybody's just crushing the baseball. I'd like a game like that. I guess we'll be doing some scoreboard watching tonight. Again, we're the first game on. Other games just getting started. Let's get some runs. Colton Cowser is going to lead it off, folks. What do you think about that? That's what I thought. Cowser up at the plate. First pitch to him is taken at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Wow, is this scoreboard looks about 3 pitches ahead. I'm going to have to hang out down here, folks, at least for a little while. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off of Cowser's leg. And he will walk that off for a few seconds. He has an 0-2 count. Jake Irvin, the Nationals pitcher. This team can start rebuilding. He could be a go-to arm in this rotation for a few years. Next pitch is swung on and hit on the ground to second. Over to first in time. Cowser retired. One away here, bottom of the first. Anthony Santander.
That's not a tater tot. That's a tater giant.
Against the Nats in his career, Santander hitting .300, 7 homers with an OPS of .954. He enjoys the Parkway Series. Get them taters up in the chat. First pitch to him is swung on, hit in the air, left field, and slicing out of play. 35 homers on the season, 1 RBI shy of 80. With more than a month and a half of baseball left to go. The 0-1 is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch from Irvin is in there. Just below the belt. Inner half of the plate. Not a bad pitch to swing at, but Santander took it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 is swung on and fouled back. We'll do it again. Let's see if Tony's in the mood for another one of these 8-pitch at-bats where he fouls off about 5 pitches. The 1-2 is taken low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's starting to work that way. I tell you what, Anthony Santander just seems to be a better ball player with age. Every year, he just seems to be getting better. It's not just the numbers on the paper. It's his plate approach. His defense has gotten only better over time. I mean, he can't make up for the fact that he can't run like a gazelle out there, but he knows how to close down a ball if he can get to it. This pitch is inside, and there you go. Tony has worked the count full. One out, nobody on. Full count on Tony. Payoff. Swung on, and man, he just got a piece to stay alive. That pitch was breaking low and in. That is a strikeout pitch against most hitters, but Tony's somehow able to get a piece of that baseball. Look where that ball was going. How did he even touch it? I don't know. Payoff pitch again coming. And this time he hits it in the air to center, left center field. And the catch is made out there by Young. 2 down in the inning. It's Wood, Young, and Call left to right in the outfield for the Nats. Vargas at third, Abrams at short, Garcia at second, Chaparro at first, and Keibert Ruiz behind the plate. Folks, Gunnar Henderson's up now.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Is he dating your mom? Gunnar hitting 290 coming into today. First pitch, that's called a strike. That's 3 inches below the zone, Blue. Come on.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
God, Gunnar gets so many bad first pitch or last pitch of the at-bat calls that completely shape the at-bat for him. The 0-1 pitch, taken low. Are you sure it's low? It's only an inch lower than what you said was a strike. Okay, 1-1 the count. Pitch. Swung on and missed. He chased one off the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gunnar Henderson. 290 average. Waiting on home run number 30, right? Waiting on home run number 30 from Gunnar. I think I saw 1 or 2 of you in the chat already predicting a home run tonight. Well, this pitch is going to be tapped foul. Gunnar, a protective swing with 2 strikes on a pitch low and away. There's a big hard sun baking down on the B&O warehouse and part of the stands down the right field line. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Gunnar strikes out and the Orioles go down 1-2-3 after giving up 2 runs to the Nats in the first. It was a terrible first inning. Any way you look at it. Luckily, there's 8 more of these things. Time to make it right. We go to the second, 2-0 Washington. Yeah, so Jazz Chisholm, unfortunately, he made a really nice play on a ball that was like 2 down. He was at second base, and the ball was hit like deep in the hole at short, and he just rounded third and headed home. The throw came in the plate. He made a nice head first slide, getting his hand in there at the plate before the tag. But on that play, Jazz got jacked up. What was it, his shoulder, I believe? Somebody mentioned it here a little bit earlier. UCL injury. Yeah, Jazz Chisholm has a history of injuries. But, when you're hustling like that to score a run, it just makes it so much tougher. That was in the White Sox game, right? Just last night? So imagine you're scoring that run, which at the time meant something, and then you lose Jazz, and then you go on to lose 12-2 to the White Sox. I tell you what, I haven't had a chance to digest all of the Yankee Monday morning content out there. Or what day is it here? I don't even know. Well, now it's Tuesday morning. So, yeah, the Tuesday morning content to see what the reaction was after that loss last night. But, man, I want to hear it all. All right, here we go. Top of the second. Chaparro at the plate. Goes after the first pitch. Right center field. Who wants it? Mullins calls off Santander. Makes the catch. 1 down. 1 pitch, 1 out in the second. Andres Chaparro, who was at the plate in the last inning, but he was standing there when the pickoff attempt got the 3rd out of the inning. Here's Ildiamor Vargas, veteran infielder, playing third base. He takes a called strike that looked about an inch inside. Looks like we got a large zone from this home plate umpire. Vargas asks for time. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second, 2-0 Washington. Hoping to get a serviceable outing here from Trevor Rogers, which would mean give us at least 5 innings and change and don't give up more than 1 more run. If he can't pitch at least that much, or if you give up more than that, then it's not a good start. This pitch is low and in. 2-1 on Vargas. hitting .256. The 2-1. That one's hit in the air, left field. Cowser coming in and makes the catch in the gap. Cowser with a nice jump makes it look like a relatively easy play in left center field. 2 down. Got 154 of you chilling already. Nice to have you here, everybody. Nice to have you.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Here's Garcia Jr. He takes a first pitch upstairs for ball 1. Luis Garcia Jr., decent numbers, .293 average, 14 homers, 58 driven in. There's a swing and a miss. That is a strike, 1-1. I mean, numbers like that. .293, 58 RBI, 14 homers. That's your number 2 hitter or number 5 hitter on a lot of bad teams out there. He's hitting 8th in this lineup, I guess because of the left-handed bat. He probably hits higher in the order against righties. The 2-1 pitch is off the plate outside. 3-1. Come on. You got 2 down, nobody on. You got a lefty up there. You got a chance to get a nice clean inning. Let's go, Rogers. 3-1 the count. Don't be walking another guy. He walked another guy. Second walk in as many innings for Rogers. All right, here comes the number 9 hitter, Jacob Young. He lays down a bunt, and it's foul, first base side. With 2 down, Young looking to bunt for a hit, but 2 odd things. One, he bunted it toward first base, which is always tougher to, get a bunt for a hit that way. And secondly, he hit it extremely hard to Mountcastle. If it were fair, it would have been the easiest bunt out ever. 2 down, runner at first, 0-1 count on Young. This time he's not bunting. He takes a called strike 2. .250 average for Young. He asks for time. Might be time for my first lucky. Sun's starting to come up over my shoulder. The 0-2 pitch. That is a line drive base hit in the right center field. Santander will backhand it in the gap, but Vargas is going to go first to third. Is that Vargas? Who is that over there? We got first and third, 2 down. Oh, it's Garcia. He walked Garcia, of course. So now that 2-out walk is at third base. So first and third, 2 down. Back to the top of the order already. In the second inning. Against the Nats. Trevor. Come on, man. Every inning going to be like this? The pitch. In there for a strike. Hey there, Bill. Nobody's warming up yet. Nobody's going to warm up yet for at least a few. I don't even want to tell you. If somebody's getting warming up in this inning, we're in really bad shape. This pitch is in there. 0-2 the count. One more strike to get out of the inning. First and third, 2 down. It's already 2-0 Washington here in the top of the second inning. Infield playing call to pull. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a bad swing by Call. He gave up mid-swing. Well, he gave up about 3/4 swing. He was He had already swung and he just stopped. Not a good swing at all. Strikeout for Rogers, and the inning is over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
It really is unbelievable, Chilo. I mean, again, I just try to rationalize it with, look, you gotta just look at it as the big picture. I feel like if we've traded Norby and Stowers for Zach Eflin, everybody would be like, you know what? That makes sense. It was worth it. We got a legit arm in the rotation. This guy can start a playoff game for you, and you feel pretty good about it. He's going to be a rock in that rotation. All right. Norby and Stowers sounds like a fair. Plus, we get Eflin for a whole next year? Yeah, that's fair. But Norby and Stowers for Trevor Rogers? You could tell me he's got 6 years left on his of team control. Until he shows me better than this, it doesn't really matter. Talking about Louis Aparicio, huh? Talking about a slick fielder. I needed Lucky. It is a beautiful sunrise out here in Thailand. I'm staring at the same sun that is currently setting on the baked faces of those standing over the flag court railing in Baltimore. We're all enjoying the same sun. Here's Ryan O'Hearn. Time to turn and burn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
First pitch is ball one. Next pitch is swung on, drilled into right field. A base hit for Ryan O'Hearn. And the Orioles have their first base runner of the night. Turn on the faucet. That's Ryan O'Hearn for you.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Just like that, Adley Rutschman's up as the tying run.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Rutschman's been starting to pick it up in the last few days. He had a 3-hit game the other day. Average of 266. First pitch to him is a breaking ball. Stays high for ball one. Perhaps it's moving Rutschman down from that 2 spot that he's been consistently hitting at all year. Now he's down hitting 4th or 5th in the lineup. Doing a little bit better. The 1-0 is low and in. 2-0 the count. Rutschman showing some nice patience as well. He's one of those guys who's been a victim of being a little too over-aggressive. And also probably trying to hit a home run ball a little too hard with those uppercut swings of his. 2-0 pitch. That one is lined. Base hit left center field. That is a professional hit. That is the Adley Rutschman I know. And look at Ryan O'Hearn going first to third. The Orioles have first and third. Nobody out. Turn on the sprinklers and splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath. Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
I think Rutschman's found his spot in the order. Here comes Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
270 average. First pitch to him is a breaking ball. Just hangs on to the outside edge, maybe. Strike one. Mountcastle, 270, 13 homers, 59 driven. You know what? He's due for a home run. He's due. He's been on 13 for a while. That one's lined past the glove of the second baseman. Base hit. A run will score. Rutschman is going to stop at second base. But the Orioles have responded. Still nobody out in the inning. It's now 2-1. Make that 3 straight hits for the Orioles. Let's go.
It's magic, you know. It's magic.
Here comes said Mullins.
Well said, now you know what to do.
He shows bunt, brings the bat back. It's ball one, low and in. Well, now we have to at least tie this ball game, and Mullins should be thinking about moving these runners up. He shouldn't show bunt just once. He does look at a bunt again, but again, this pitch is inside, and it's a 2-0 count. Boy, ever since I lit this lucky, well, you know the rest. The 2-0 pitch. Another bunt attempt, and this one is going to be a foul ball. Mullins had it going right down the foul line. It stayed fair for about 20 feet or so. And then finally kicked foul. 2 balls, 1 strike. Mullins is doing his best to move these runners up. This is the time to play that kind of game. This is the batter in which to try it. You got the tying run that can move to third, the go-ahead run that can move into scoring position. Take that conventional double play out of order, and you get a chance to tie the ball game without the benefit of a hit. Every reason to move these runners up. The 2-1 pitch, another bunt attempt, and this one's going to get down and work. The only plays at first. It's small ball. And it's a nice job by said Mullins.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
That's right. It's all in the reflexes.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, second and third, 1 out. Guess who's coming up? Come on, folks. Get excited. Here we go. Holiday, first pitch to him is swung on and missed. He took a lunging swing at an off-speed pitch. Holiday with 5 home runs since getting called up, but it has to be said, in recent games, the only hits he's gotten are the home runs. The average is still not where you'd like to see it. He got it up to near the Mendoza line. Now it's crept back down again. The 0-1 pitch to Jackson. That is way off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Come on, Jackson. With that speed of yours, just beat it into the ground if you have to. The pitch. That one is off the plate. 2-1. 2-1 the count. Irvin up to 30 pitches with 1 out here in the second. The 2-1 pitch. And that is a called strike, and that is some BS. That pitch was off the plate. The count is 2-2. It started outside, and it stayed outside. Ugh. 2-2 pitch. Come on, Jackson. Just get the bat head on the ball. And he cannot. He strikes out. All right, Ramon, I need a hero.
I have a brother.
Second and third, 2 down. First pitch is a called strike. Ramon Arias is batting .237, 6 homers, 20 RBI. Let's make it 22, Ramon, please. Please. Please don't squander this. 0-1 pitch outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mullins did his job, moved the runners up, and then Holiday struck out. 1-1 pitch to Arias upstairs, 2-1. All right, well, if Chad is feeling the magic, then I'm feeling it too. Look at the positivity. I love it. That's good. Looks like Westberg will be back, Bruce, sometime in September. 2-1 pitch. Swung on line, foul down the left field side. And past the ball girl, who's going to have to go run about 30, 40 yards to go chase that ball down. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. The Orioles have 1 run in, but if they only get the 1, it's not going to feel too hot. This pitch is reached for, high, right field. Going to hang up, though, for the right fielder Call, who makes the catch on the track, and the inning is over. Oh, man, that Holiday strikeout. The Orioles do get a run. We get one back. But, man, that is tough. Second and third, 1 out, and we can't at least tie the ball game. We go to the third inning. It's 2-1 Washington. Yeah, Bruce, that would be the deal. Westberg's made third base his own. Holiday is here. Looks like he's going to be here to stay, but if Jackson continues to struggle, he might start splitting at bats with Arias or something. But, yeah, we need Westberg back. I miss my boy. Ah, man. Just got to make contact. Boy, I hope Holiday isn't thinking that it's as easy to hit home runs as it has been for him since his call-up, because right now he just needs to worry about making solid contact. The home runs will come. We know they'll come. We know he's got power. No need to try and overdo it there, Jackson. Mateo, still a question whether or not he's going to get back. If he does, it's going to be at the very, very end of the season. Maybe with just enough time to play a couple of games and get on the postseason roster. But going to be close for Mateo. News on Grayson Rodriguez seems to be better than I originally had heard. I mean, people are making it sound like he's going to be back in September and in enough time to make a couple of starts before the end of the season. I hope that's the case. All right, top of the third. C.J. Abrams at the plate, and he takes off the plate for ball 1. Abrams doubled and scored his first time up. And this pitch is hit toward the left side of the infield, through the hole for a base hit. Good God. C.J. Abrams back on base with speed to lead off the inning. Were you wanting a 1-2-3 inning from Trevor Rogers? Well, that's not happening in this inning either. Well, all he had to do, Robert, was put the ball in play. I mean, if he just hit a nubber. Here's a bunt attempt by Yepez, who did not pull the bat back in time, or it's a called strike. Either way, it's 0-1. Yepez walked and scored. That's right. He walked, and then he scored. That's what walks can do to you. They're up by a run, and one came home via the walk. Check on Abrams back at first base. The next pitch, this one's reached for off the end of the bat to right center, hanging up there for plenty of time for Santander to make the catch. One away here in the top of the third. One sec. Another check on Abrams is back in as Keibert Ruiz is at the plate now. 0 for 1 today. Here comes the first pitch to Ruiz. And that one's drilled right at Urias at third. He goes to second for one, over to first. Double play. A hard line one hopper to Urias at third, and he goes around the horn. How about that? The Orioles turn 2 to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the third. The Nationals lead it 2-1. I'll be right back, folks. I got to go honk the horn. Sinuses are still killing me right now. BRB. And BYOB while you're at it. All right. Folks, does anybody want to win this damn thing this year? I tell you what. A lot of parity out there in baseball now. Handful of teams off to a hot start after the first couple of months or so, and now, I mean, pretty much every division is up for grabs. You talk about the best record in baseball, there's about half a dozen teams right now who a week from now could say that we've got the best record in baseball because it's that close. You got us, you got the Yanks, you got the Guardians, you got the Phillies, you got the Brewers, you got the Dodgers, and then you got the Padres who are red hot. They're up and coming. You got the Mariners who are starting to look better after going to pick up some offense during the trade deadline. Colton Cowser's up, folks. Let's go. First pitch is a backdoor breaking ball called strike one. Cowser 0 for 1 tonight. Next pitch. That is in there. Strike two. It does look like this thing is a little bit ahead. I don't want any spoilers. We'll leave it right here for now, even though it never stays there. 0-2 the count on Cowser, leading off at the bottom of the third. This pitch is inside for ball one. 40 pitches now for Irvin. The 1-2 is reached for, fouled away off to the left, just behind the plate. One ball, two strikes to Colton Cowser. Leading it off in the bottom of the third. Pitch, swing, ground ball. First baseman's got it. Flip to the pitcher, and hold on. They say he's out. Man. Looks like the first baseman was better off just going to the bag himself here. It was just a few feet away by the time he got to the ball. Waited for the pitcher. And that play was quite close. Well, maybe not all that close. But closer than it probably needed it to be. Okay, Anthony Santander is up.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
First pitch is low for ball one, Anthony Santander. Why are you overseas? I don't know. Why are you where you are? How you doing? I love getting a first comment. It almost sounds like the third degree. The 2-0 pitch is outside. 3-0 to Tony now. And the 3-0 is swung on, hit in the air, center field, left center, looking deep, looking up, and it's gone! And Cionel Perez has made another catch with his hat. Anthony Santander, bye, birdie! His 36th of the season. He goes to the bullpen, to the left of center. Oppo Taco. And Cionel Perez, I think that's the third time this season that he's caught a home run ball with his hat. I tell you what, make Perez an outfielder. At least on nights where he can't pitch. This guy knows how to catch. We've got a 2-2 ball game, folks. We're all the holy cow. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch is a strike. With his hat? Yes, with his hat. This pitch is low to Gunnar. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Perez has caught, I guarantee it, I think 3, maybe another, but certainly 3 times he's caught a home run ball with his hat in the bullpen. This ball's hit on the ground to first base, flipped to the pitcher, who covers the bag. Henderson retired. 2 down here in the third. It is a 2-2 ball game. And Ryan O'Hearn is up next. All right.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Let's turn and burn. O'Hearn got the rally started in the second inning with a base hit. Came around to score the Orioles' first run of the game. Now hitting .275. Pitch to him is off the plate. Caught a strike. Why do I bother? Why do I bother telling you where a pitch is until I see the stupid ump make a stupid call? That was off the plate, but it's strike 1. That one's right in there. That's a strike. So 0-2 in O'Hearn. It should be 1-1. The pitch. That's off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I tell you what, I feel like we get one decent umpire a week, maybe. The 1-2. Swung on, line foul, left side. That was a 96-mile-an-hour heater from Irvin. O'Hearn was late. 1-2 the count. I cannot believe Tony's up to 36 home runs now. Folks, we're 3/4 of the way through the season. So he's on pace for 48 home runs. He might get to 50. The 2-2 to O'Hearn popped up. Left side, long run for the third baseman, and that ball is going to bounce off the padding up against the railing of the stands there on the left side. Still 2-2 on O'Hearn. Hey, folks, let me know when that Yankee game gets underway, because we got to do some scoreboard watching. 2-2 the count. The pitch. Swung on. Fouled away. Right side. The Orioles are getting Irvin's pitch count to creep up near 60 here in the third inning. Here comes the next offering. It's well off the plate, and the count has gone full. Full count on Ryan O'Hearn. 2 down, nobody on. The Orioles have tied it up here in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Swung on, drilled, but foul. right side. Still 3-2. MG, I could not have enjoyed a day off of baseball any more than I did yesterday. I got to rest my voice, sit back, and watch the Yankees get their butts smacked. Payoff pitch is low to O'Hearn. Take your base, buddy.
I'm walking here.
Well, the man. Would you look at that?
Message for you, son.
The man, I think you owe somebody a big thank you. VT Virginia Tech Real Bill P. Hooking up the man with a gifted BirdWatcher membership.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Adley Rutschman at the plate.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
He takes low and in for ball 1. 2 down, runner at first. Adley, a single back in the second inning. Come on, the man. Are you here? Test out those binoculars. Show us some of those special emojis that have been gifted upon you. The 1-0 pitch to Rutschman is way inside. Well, take a look at those binoculars, my friend. You done won something, haven't you?
Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars. Nice binoculars.
2-0 on Adley. 24 pitches in the inning so far from Irvin. 2 down, runner at first, a run in. And Irvin steps off the rubber. Come on now. Here comes the 2-0 to Adley. Swung on and grounded foul off to the right. That was not a good 2-0 pitch to swing at. That one was in under the hands. Might have caught the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the third. 2 down, the pitch. Swung on, grounded right side, right to the first baseman, who in one motion scoops up the ball and touches the bag with his foot to end the inning. But the Orioles do manage to tie up the ball game. Through 3 innings, it's dead even. Both teams 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors as we go to the 4th. All right. How you doing? All right, so now that I'm done looking at this, let's take a look and see if there's any out-of-town scores worth going over. Well, the Tigers have jumped out on the Mariners big. 5-0 at the end of 3. The Phillies are in an absolute free fall right now. JJ, if you're out there, buddy, my goodness, what is going on with them there Phillies? Marlins up 3-0. Reds up 2-0 on the Cardinals. That's in the 4th. Guardians and Cubs tied at 1 in the 3rd. The Rays with an early 1-0 lead going into the 3rd against the Astros. The A's up 3-0 on the Mets. Oh, my boy PAS. All of my fellow streamers. Well, there's one guy that might be happy. Fitzpatrick. His Red Sox have a 1-0 lead on the Rangers. That is in the top of the 2nd. Everything else is coming up later, including the White Sox Yankees. That doesn't get underway for another 40 minutes. You got the Twins and Royals playing in an AL Central battle. Brewers and Dodgers. That is a fantastic matchup. I mean, the Phillies have basically been running the NL with the best record for quite some time, but the Dodgers are now tied with the Phillies, and the Brewers are right behind there. I think the Brewers are the most under-the-radar team in all of baseball. They've got a really good team. They took 2 out of 3 from us. They've got a tough team. Blue Jays and Angels in a game nobody cares about. Padres will try to keep up their hot playing against the Pirates later. Diamondbacks also red hot playing the Rockies. And the Giants and Braves, another interesting matchup coming up late And that's it, folks. We go now to the top of the fourth. James Wood at the plate, and he looks at a first pitch strike from Rogers, and we're underway. Oh, by the way, whoa! Welcome in another half dozen subscribers. We're up to 1832. This pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike to James Wood. So another thank you for that.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
The 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit, right field. Second hit of the day for James Wood. This dude can hit. This dude is an exciting young player. I just don't want to see him doing anything more exciting against us. Another man on base for the Nats. Another leadoff man on for the Nats. Ah, come on, Rogers. We tied the ball game back up. We need you to just not make every inning like a mini series. This pitch is a called strike to Chaparro. The man, if I get another pun like that, I'm stripping you of your binoculars. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. No, we just can't pitch. All right. By we, are we meaning the entire team, or are we talking about Trevor Rogers? Because there's only one guy out there pitching. The 0-2. Swung on. Line drive. Base hit left field. It gets down the line, and it's going to be first and third. Nobody out, or is it going to be second and third? Make it second and third. A double for a guy in his second major league at bat. Trevor Rogers stinks. Second and third, nobody out. What kind of pitch is this on 0-2? 0-2. (0-2) count to a guy in his first major league game. This one's up and in. And did it get the batter? He's acting like it did, but it didn't. Ildiarma Vargas at the plate. Second and third, nobody out. The Nationals knocking on the door of regaining the lead. We don't have a long man now. That's the problem. This one's drilled. Left field, down in the corner. If it's fair, it's trouble. That is a foul ball. Oof. 1-1 the count. You got Abrams at third base. Or is that Wood? Excuse me. Wood at third base. Chaparro at second. 1-1 pitch is lifted in the air to right field. Long run, Tony, toward the corner, and he makes the catch. That's going to drive in a run, and it's going to move another one to third base with only 1 out. So a very productive out by Vargas. He drives in 1 run, and he moves another run to third base with only 1 out. The Nationals have regained the lead. It is now 3-2. Trevor Rogers has given up 6 hits through 3 1/3 innings, plus 2 walks. This one's line foul by Garcia off to the left. His ERA, I guess since joining the Orioles now, is over 7 with a whip over 2. There's a called strike to Garcia. 0-2 the count. 1 out, runner at third. Lefty on lefty here. Let's see if that helps. The pitch. Swung on, foul back. One strikeout for Rogers. I mean, Jamie Moyer can get you 1 strikeout. The 0-2 pitch. Low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hey, here's another thought. When you have a day off like we had yesterday, why don't we just skip a guy like this? We could have bumped up everybody else. This pitch is off the plate and it's 2-2. Does anybody hear what I'm saying? Why don't we do this? I don't understand it. If your 5th starter is not good, take advantage of your days off and skip him. He's the first guy due up after a day off, which means you could have skipped him another 4 games. This pitch is hit in the air to left center field. Long run for Mullins. He makes the catch, and another run will score on another sacrifice fly. It is now 4-2. Sacrifice fly for Luis Garcia Jr., with Chaparro coming in to score. 4-2 Nats here in the top of the 4th. Base is empty now, 2 down. Honestly, if anybody wants to school me on this, why? Why can't we just keep our good pitchers on regular rest and just skip the bad one until we have to use them? If you're going to tell me, well, he's not going to pitch as well as what? This? As this is hit to center field, that's the final out. He's giving up a run per inning. That's what he does on normal rest, a run per inning. So what does it matter if we skip him? Anybody hear what I'm saying? Somebody please say, yeah, BW, that makes sense. If we have a day off like Monday with Rogers next to pitch, why not skip him, bump everybody up, and you don't have to use him again for another 4 games. And then you bring another day off around later in the month, and you do it again. You have the opportunity to use Burns every 5 days, period. Why would you not use him when you can? Same with Eflin. Whatever. I just don't get it. Well, we just want to get Rogers in here. We want to get him comfortable. We want him to be a part of this rotation. We see a lot of big things for him. No, I don't. I don't see big things for him. What I see is a guy that if he's in a playoff game, I'm going to crap my pants. I got to wear Depends watching this guy pitch. Work it out. We shouldn't be making deadline trades in late July for players that need to work it out. You go out there to get players who you know exactly what they're going to give you, what their role is. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but I mean, we picked up a guy that was already not that good. And then we're like, oh, we'll make him better. Will we? Will we make him better? Here comes Ryan Mountcastle. All right, folks, let's go. First pitch is a called strike.
Okay, mount up.
I'll leave my pessimism to the curb for now. We're back in it at the plate. Next pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mountcastle. Eddie Murray never hit as many as 36. I know Murray never had a 40 home. I'm pretty sure at least he didn't have a 40 home. This is a ground ball off the glove of the shortstop Abrams. Hit hard and going to go into center field. A leadoff single for Mountie.
Okay, mount up.
Robert, I don't think that's accurate. They said they had to do a re-imaging after shutting him down for 10 days and then waiting 3 weeks to do that. I think the 3 weeks is just to look at where everything stands. And if everything is good, then you start a rehab and all that. I don't think he's going to be back with the club in 3 weeks, Robert. I'm pretty sure. Said Mullins takes up and away for ball 1. Mullins put down a sac bunt his first time up, but it didn't help. This pitch is inside, 2-0. So Eddie's high was 35. Man, what a career. To hit over 500 home runs and your highest was 35. That's amazing. 2-0 pitch. Called a strike. 2-1. Yeah, Robert. I mean, and the only reason, Robert, I'm trying to say that's not true, it's because I'd hate to get people, Oriole fans, excited about something that's, you know, we all want Grayson back. This ball's hit to left field. It's going to hang up there. Caught by James Wood for out number 1. Yeah, we all want Grayson back ASAP. But if you think it's sooner than it really will be, then that's only going to cause anxiety. Locked on O said September 15th. All right. And again, we're talking about a target, you know, and we're hoping for maybe 2 or 3 starts down the stretch. Here's Jackson Holliday. Hit on the ground to first base, and that is a wild throw, but C.J. Abrams leaves the ground to catch it, and then he falls back down onto the bag to get the force play. This could have been the start of a 3-6-3 double play, but the throw from the first baseman was wild. Abrams, though, does a nice job to catch it and stretch his leg out to get that lead runner. 2 down, runner at first, so that's a fielder's choice for Jackson Holliday, who's now at first. I want to see Holliday run. I don't care we're down by 2. It's Arias at the plate. The chances of Jackson scoring, line drive, base hit. Well, there was no time. Arias goes after the first pitch, but I'll tell you this, if Jackson was running, he'd be on third base right now, not second. I want to see Holliday run. 2 down with 2 men on base now. Can we cook up a 2-out rally? Back to the top of the order now for the Milkman. Tying runs are on base. Excuse me. Jeez. And now we've got a meeting on the mound. Whoa, I've got the hiccups. Mound meeting for the Nats.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
I'm not worried about the schedule ease. I don't read a whole lot into it. Honestly. I did at the beginning of the season when we looked at that June schedule that we had. But, I mean, the Yankees have been having an easy schedule, and they have not yet taken advantage of it. We still have the White Sox left to play again. We've got the Rockies left on our schedule. Here's Colton Cowser. First pitch to him is fouled away. 2 down, 2 on. Cowser 0 for 2 so far today. Man, all we got to do, Mr. Hyde, is just go out there and win games. And whatever the final record is, we're going to the playoffs. Well, I hope we win the division. This pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got that head-to-head advantage against the Yankees. We still got 3 games to play against them. I got a feeling all this worry is going to come down to, if we're in 3 games against the Yankees going into that series, then it's all really going to come down to that. The 1-1 pitch is reached for and fouled back. And we have to admit, folks, when it comes to talking about the what ifs or what might happen sort of things with sports, I mean, there's so much just hot air going nowhere. I mean, I'm a victim of it too. I talked about Tarek Skubal as a potential trade target, and a lot of coverage about Skubal and where he might go and what we might give him. Here's a check swing roller to first base by Cowser, and that's going to end the inning as the first baseman makes an unassisted putout. That's it. But I forgot what my original point was. But that's it for the inning, folks. That's 4 innings in the books. We head to the 5th inning, 4-2 Washington. Both teams with 6 hits. The Orioles have left 5 men on base. The Nats just 2. So there you go. Blown opportunities. Blown opportunities. What's going down at the dance club tonight, Tony?
Where you from?
Baltimore.
What?
Baltimore.
Baltimore? What's that?
Look, it doesn't really matter, all right?
We got over 200 people chilling. All right, look. Normally, folks, look, if you're watching right now, if you've ever seen me before, you know this. I don't like to bug you about hitting the like button. I just want you to sit here and enjoy the ball game. But let's be honest. I'm a small channel, and for a channel like mine, in order for it to succeed and grow at a rate and to where I can continue to deliver this sort of content, doing every single game, dedicating basically my entire life around doing this. Everything else in my life takes a back seat. I got to reschedule things. I rescheduled my trip to Cambodia to get a visa for the only off day we have in the final week of the month. I basically threw away 4 days of valid visa in order to leave on a day where I could make sure I didn't miss a ball game. I say all this just to try and express to you how much it means to me to be able to call games for you and be a reliable place to do it, to hang out and watch the ball game. So please help out the channel. Hit the like button. It's a thumb at the bottom of your screen. It's pointing up. You tap it. It turns bright white, and that's it. You're done. Alex calls at the plate. First pitch to him is a called strike. Next pitch is fouled away. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes on Alex Call. 0 for 2 so far tonight. He has a consecutive multi-hit streak going on of 6. 6 games in a row in which he's had at least 2 hits. This pitch is inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Preston, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Once a year, Mr. Hyde. Once a year, you gotta go out of the country and come back in. This pitch is up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thanks, Dale. I appreciate it, man. I really do. 2-2 to Call, leading it off here in the top of the 5th. The pitch is low. Full count. Rogers now up to 59 pitches in the 5th. That's not terrible. But he's given up 4 runs already. Payoff pitch, line foul. We'll do it again. I'm grateful you're here to call the games. I'm blacked out. I won't cheat and watch the games illegally. All right, VT. Well, this is on the up and up. Here comes a payoff pitch. Swung on, line drive, caught at second base by Holiday. Holiday in the right spot, or else that ball was going to roll into the right center field gap. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. He, the one we can depend on when it comes to Baltimore Orioles, the only faithful one. Alvin, I tell you what, my heart and soul is into this. C.J. Abrams just got hit. Not a good idea, Trevor. You haven't been able to get him out tonight, and now you done hit him in the back. I mean, he may not be a superstar, C.J. Abrams, but on this current Nationals team, he is their best young player. And he just hit him in the back. Runner at first, 1 out. And yet another inning where Rogers can't just go 1, 2, 3. It's impossible. It's impossible to have a 1, 2, 3 inning with this guy. Yepes the batter. And there's a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Hey, David, how you doing? David in France. We need some luck. Juan Yepes walked and scored, 0 for 1 otherwise. Check on Abrams, bad throw over there. Mountcastle able to hang in there. Whoa, VT. VT, my goodness, look at this guy. Folks, message for everybody in the chat.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
Another check on Abrams. He's back in standing. Folks, 5 gifted memberships. 5 from VT, the real Bill P. Talk about generosity, folks.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Swing and a fly ball fouled off to the right. 0-2 the count on Yepes. 1 out, 1 on, top of the 5th. Nationals lead at 4-2. I tell you what, everybody who gets a random free membership are people I've never seen around before. Oh, well, Derek got one, huh? Derek? All right. David, yes, we're only 2 runs down, but as long as Trevor Rogers is in the game, I have to worry a little bit. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Rogers gets Yepes to chase a pitch high and away for the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Maybe David's arrival has given Trevor Rogers the mojo he needs. He gets a strikeout. 2 down here, runner at first. Keibert Ruiz looks at a called strike. Kid's an ace. Well, David, now that you've said that, you better not be absent for any of Trevor Rogers' starts. And you need to be here on time, not show up after he gives up the runs. All right. David in France is going to make Trevor Rogers a better player. Good. We need it. All right. 0-1 the count. 2 down. Runner at first. Keibert Ruiz at the plate. Next pitch is a breaking ball. There goes the runner. Throw down, and it's not handled by Holiday, and that was probably going to get Abrams. Damn. The Orioles are not good at getting runners out, and man, we finally have a chance on this one. This throw was perfect right at the base from Adley, but Jackson can't handle. I mean, it's right there, Jackson. It is right there. I mean, it was right there. Just put your glove on top of the bag, hold it open, and you catch the baseball. Swing and a miss by Ruiz. So another stolen base against us. David with the positive. David, I need you. David, I'm going to put you on as a color commentator. I need you in as a second mic. I might have to get David in on the play call. The 1-2 pitch to Ruiz. Here it comes. Swung on, line foul, deep down the left field side. Still 1-2. Yeah, David, it's the stuff with the call-ins, you know, all part of the season 2 plans. I wish I had a small window in the All-Star break to try and change everything over, but it just couldn't happen. 1-2 pitches low and in, check swing, and no flash to the first base umpire to see the appeal call, but apparently no swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out in the top of the 5th. Runner at second base. And the pitch, Rogers goes into his windup, steps off the rubber. Brian Baker is getting loose. All right. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled away again. Folks, I'm just going to say it and take it for what you will. I don't see a single thing about Trevor Rogers that's any better than Cole Irvin, who we already had. This pitch has popped up. And the shortstop Henderson, just a step into the outfield grass, makes the catch to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Nationals 4, Orioles 2. I mean, I guess that's my biggest thing. It's like, if we're going to make a trade, it's to upgrade something, right? Let's make a poll. And I'm sure some people are going to answer this in some snarky way in order to make this poll meaningless, which is why polls are meaningless. So let's see. Is Trevor Rogers an upgrade from Cole Irvin? It's a very simple question. It's a very, very, very simple question. And keep in mind, we gave up Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers to get this guy. When we just had Cole Irvin just sitting around. We DFA'd him. Now he's back. He's in AAA right now. Could have just stuck with him, and then you could have kept Albert Suarez in the bullpen, but then Grayson got hurt. Wow. Oh, Ryan, I mean, once Rogers is out of the game, for me, it's a brand new ball game. This could go any which way, you know. Jake Irvin hasn't exactly been lights out for the Nationals. He's given up 6 hits through the first 4 innings, a couple of runs. He might only go 5 innings, maybe 5 and change. We got their bullpen to go after. Didn't they get rid of Finnegan? Didn't they trade away their closer? Or am I wrong about that? It's a pink purple sky. Lovely, lovely view of downtown Baltimore here as we get started with the bottom of the fifth. Anthony Santander at the plate. Folks, he has provided the Orioles a little bit of offense. He hit a home run back in the third, his 36th of the season.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
Get them taters up in the chat. That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch, low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jake Irvin, we're not talking about Cole anymore. Jake Irvin is about to throw his 80th pitch. Is that right? Swing and a miss by Santander. He took a home run cut there. 2-2 the count. Again, Irvin on 80 pitches now with nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. Santander, the leadoff man at the plate, 2-2 count. And the next pitch is swung on and missed. Down goes Tony. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Gunner time.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
And you know what, folks? Just for old time's sakes, let's head on over here. Whoa! We are flying up to 1840 tonight, folks. Welcome in. This is the subscreen where we like to get a little luck for our boy Gunnar Henderson. He takes a called strike. He's up here with the bases empty, 1 down in the bottom of the fifth. He's 0 for 2 tonight, average currently at 289. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, hit softly to short. Abrams will have to hurry, and he does. Gunner retired. Back off the subscreen. But, folks, we're 10 away from 1850. We are rocking and rolling. So, folks, if you've yet to subscribe, think about it. Charm City Chat is waiting to talk to you. Hell, I might even get Miss Cleo in here to give you a free leading. Call me now. Call me now for your free leading. 2 down, bases empty. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate. He looks at a called strike that looked up and away. That was not a good call.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
0-1, swung on, grounded. Base hit on the ground. Right center field. Ryan O'Hearn, professional hitter. 2 hits and a walk tonight. He's reached base all 3 times. Well, Ryan, I'm hoping to get to 2,000. I mean, not tonight, but soon. Target set a couple of months ago was to finish up the season at 2,500. Adley Rutschman at the plate. 2 down, runner at first. 1 swing can tie the ball game, and man, is he due for a home run. Here's a throw over to first. O'Hearn back in with a slide. Activity in the Nationals bullpen. A left-hander. Man, every opponent we face uses their lefties on us. It's Ferrer, a lefty. First pitch to Rutschman is swung on. That's hit to right, but it's not hit well. Rutschman knew it immediately. It is just a routine fly ball out to right field for Adley, and the inning is over. The Orioles have out-hit the Nationals 7-6 through the first 5 innings, but they trail it 4-2. We head on now to the 6th. I tell you what, if we can come back and win this ball game.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
I apologize for Baltimore.
This is great iced tea. This is great iced tea.
Oh boy, is this great!
What? Nobody here in Maryland understands a single word you're saying.
Why not? I'm making all the kinds of sense. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. Could you get somebody out? Would you get somebody out? I've always wanted a pitcher that could pitch, not some junk balling schmuck who pitches like, what rhymes with pitch? I think I'll just leave that one right there. Oh, boy. Gregory Soto, Trevor Rogers. We just can't scout left-handed pitching very well, I guess. I don't know. Everything else seems to be working out. Dominguez, Eloy Jimenez. Rogers is out here for the 6th inning. Why? James Wood at the plate takes a strike. All right, here we go. Watch this. This will be Rogers' one and only 1-2-3 inning right now. This one's drilled foul, right side, 0-2 the count. The 0-2, low and away. So let me guess. We're going to get ahead of this guy 0-2, and it's going to wind up being a full count before we get a payoff pitch. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I will be wrong. Low and outside, 2-2. I don't know. I'm one pitch away from being right. I'm one pitch away from being right. I don't want to be right. I don't want to be right. But I'm a pitch away from being right. The 2-2. Swung on, fouled away. Hey, JJ, what's going on, buddy? Aren't your Phillies playing like right nizow? What you doing? You're rating it up. Well, you're rating at a great time. We're losing. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on, up the middle, base hit. Get Rogers out of the ball game. Brandon, why do I have to do this now on a nightly basis? Why? Why do I have to be the one to tell you when to pull a guy? Every damn time. Leadoff man on again. And Rogers' day is over. Why did you bring him out for the 6th at all? If just one hit would have knocked him out, it sounds like he wasn't really in good shape to begin with, does it? Here comes a call to the bullpen. Well, we'll bring him out to face the first batter. It is a lefty. And then we'll pull him. Yeah, that same lefty is 3 for 3 tonight with a home run. Off that lefty. I can't anymore. I can't sit here and defend Brendan Rodgers as a tactical manager when it comes to managing the bullpen. Pinch hitters, it's okay. We've got a nice pinch hitting average. Building a lineup card, okay. I wasn't really a fan of every time facing a lefty that we had to make Adley the DH and start McCann, but now we're not doing that anymore. Now we got Jimenez. So right now I'm okay with that. But man, in-game decision making, it's driving me nuts. Because maybe it's driving me nuts because that's the part of the game that I know that I understand. I can't sit here like a lot of talking heads and talk about, oh, we should go out and get this player. This is a better guy. This, all that front office stuff. This guy isn't making enough to deserve a contract like that. It should be a 3-year with a 4th-year option. Like that's, I don't know that stuff. You know what I know? I know baseball, the game. I swear to God. Brian Baker's on the pitch. Let's go. Runner at first, nobody out. Chaparro at the plate. First pitch is drilled. Left center field. It is down for extra bases, and it's going to bounce into the bullpen for an automatic double. Second and third, nobody out. Ildiarma Vargas, switch hitter, now batting from the left side, takes off the plate outside for ball 1. Second and third, nobody out. Vargas had a sac fly his last time up. And now a ground ball base hit right up the middle. 1 run is in. Let's see if they send the other. They do. It is now 6-2 Nationals. Well, at least we brought in the right guy. It's like Ray Charles cutting my hair, and I'm like, hey, could you please get me a new barber? Sure. Hey, Stevie Wonder, come over here. Finish up this haircut. Garcia at the plate. He takes low and in for ball 1. What the hell is this? Go White Sox. That's about all I can say. Go White Sox. The 1-0 pitch. There goes another base runner and another stolen base against the Baltimore Orioles. The 34-year-old Ildiarmo Vargas steals a bag on us. That'll take the conventional double play off the books. A 2-0 count to Garcia is reached for. That would have been ball 3. And we're going to make a catch out there. Cowser up against the left side of the stands. Down the left field line, makes the first out of the inning. Runner at second has to stay put. Boy, we were very fortunate there. Could have been just a foul ball strike. Instead, it's an out. Here's Jacob Young. Baker's first pitch is way inside. Nearly clipped Young on the elbow. I want to know the count. Yeah, the only star of the night is Ryan O'Hearn, man. Got on base 3 times. Of course, Tony's got a home run. But, man, Ryan O'Hearn, the most underrated. There's a called strike on the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike to Young. 1 for 2 so far today. This is the Nationals' number 9 hitter. Get on after him. Here's a ball, line drive, base hit, right field. Chugging around third, coming in to score, and we're going to catch the batter trying to run between first and second, and he is tagged out. The Nationals, though, have made it 7-2 with their 10th hit of the ball game. This is looking a hell of a lot like the White Sox-Yankees game last night right now. Well, Preston, according to my poll, 1/3 of people watching say that Rogers is an upgrade from Cole Irvin. Apparently worth the price of Connor Norby and Kyle Stowers. Back to the top of the order for the Nats. There's a called strike to call. A called strike. Get it? Alex Call, 0 for 3 tonight. 2 down, bases empty, 7-2 Nats. Strike 2, bottom of the zone. So you've got Abrams 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch, a double, a stolen base. Juan Yepes with a walk and a run. James Wood 3 for 3 with 3 singles, 2 runs scored. Chaparro 2 for 3 with 2 doubles. Vargas has a single, a stolen base. I would have read off the rest of the lineup, but I didn't have time. The 0-2 pitch is upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes. J.J. Raid. JJ, your raids are so well timed as the Orioles are currently getting smacked around by the Washington Nationals, who have put up 3 runs here so far in the 6th. The 1-2 pitch is low and outside, 2-2. An ineffective reliever has come on to replace an ineffective starter. The 2-2 on the outside corner, called strike 3. That was a nice pitch by Baker.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
But the Nationals, for the 3rd time tonight, score multiple runs in an inning. This time a 3 spot. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, they lead this one 7-2. Believe me, three-step, nobody here has forgotten about 83 either. It's the year we have to look back to for glory. 41 years. I was 6 years old. Wasn't even old enough to know what the hell was going on. Didn't see that series at all. Didn't see it. So for me, I'm 47. I've yet to see my Orioles win anything. No series, no pennant. And what, one trip to the ALCS? Maybe two? In 40 years? Hey. But this year we're going all the way. Ain't that right? Ain't that right?
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
Jake Irvin is out there to pitch the bottom of the sixth. Now he's got a 5-run lead, so a chance for him to get a quality start with one more inning. Ryan Mountcastle up to hit.
Okay, mount up.
First pitch is outside for ball one. Man, I really don't want to be like the cheerleader for the anti-Brandon Hyde thing. This pitch is swung on a missed. On a pitch off the plate. Mountie is 2 for 2 tonight. So Mountcastle and O'Hearn have been the two main contributors of offense. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you haven't been around listening to my thoughts and opinions during the season when it comes to Brandon Hyde, then you should know that I do have a lot of respect for Hyde. So for those that are hearing this for maybe the 4th or 5th time, I apologize. This pitch is off the plate, 2-2 the count. But I'll say it again. I think Brandon Hyde deserves a lot of credit for helping build the team to what it is. As this pitch is fouled away, still 2-2. You can't take that away from him. It takes a certain kind of manager to build a clubhouse that has the chemistry and the camaraderie that this team has. And that's part of a job as being a manager. But the other part of the job is making decisions in game. Here's a fly ball to center field, and that is going to be caught. Mountcastle flies out to center to begin the bottom of the 6th. And when it comes to that aspect of Brandon Hyde as a manager, well, I've got my criticisms. You know, I mean, we had a nice stretch there at the beginning of the season where there just weren't a whole lot of situations where anything was really exposed. Sid Mullins' first pitch to him, he grounds it back to the pitcher, and he is out on 1 pitch on a comebacker to Irvin. 2 down in the 6th. 2 quick outs. Making things happen that don't add up. I mean, here's Jackson Holiday. 3rd time's a charm, Preston. 3rd time's a charm. Holiday 0 for 2 tonight. He's only had 1 hit in his last about 12 at-bats, I'd say, and that was that home run down in Tampa in his first at-bat of that ball game. 1-1 the count on Jackson, the pitch. That's a pitch up and away. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on. Oh, Preston wasn't trying to spam. He was just trying to correct a typo. No worries, Preston. He was just trying to get a sentence out, and he had a typo. I understood it the first time, but... We got a 2-2 count on Jackson Holiday. The pitch outside 3-2. Do our players just go out and party every day off? Why is it we have so been bad after a day off? I mean, I don't think it's a everybody's out partying thing, but I do agree we should look better than this after a day off. And folks, again, if that is true, if for some reason we play more poorly with one day off, well, imagine if we wind up winning the division and get a week off before the playoffs, like last year. But we can't play every day. You need days off. Jake Irvin is about to throw his 100th pitch of the game. The payoff to Holiday, it's hit on the ground, second base on a bounce over to first in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down. Jake Irvin with a quality start. 6 innings pitched, 2 runs given up, 100 pitches on the money. That'll do it for him. It's time for the late innings. The Orioles need a bunch of runs. We're down by 5, 7-2 Nationals. Yeah, this would be a time to put Kimbrel out there. I agree with you, Doug. This would be a time to put Soto and Kimbrel into the ballgame. Might as well. Let's just get all of our worst arms out of the way in one game, and then maybe we don't have to use them tomorrow and hopefully not much in the Red Sox series. You want the hat? We're going to have to wait for the 7th inning stretch, Froggy. I don't think it makes much sense to put the hat on before we're about to pitch. You know? Because we can't gain any ground while we're pitching. All we can do is hold or lose. So let's wait for the bottom half of the 7th. And I'll see if the hat has any designs on becoming a part of this. I might have been 1 inning too late on that hat. Hey, this game is underway. Yankees, White Sox, bottom of the first. So that is in Chicago, right? Which means the Yankees did not score in the top of the first with the likes of Judge and Soto up. So that is good news right out of the gate. I feel like for the 37% of those who voted that Trevor Rogers is an upgrade on Cole Irvin, I would follow up with, well, why do you feel that way? What would be your reasoning? Gregory Soto. Hey, who called it? Who called it? Gregory Soto is on the mound. Who called it? First pitch to Abrams is swung on and fouled at the plate. Yeah, Soto in this inning, Kimbrel in the next. Why not? I think he called Kimbrel, right, Froggy? Did he call Soto? I thought he called Kimbrel. I thought I called Soto. There we go. The 0-1 pitch. All right. Oh, Ray, did you mention Soto? Okay, I just remember reading Kimmy, but I think we're on the same page. The 0-2 pitch to Abrams is off the plate, low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Abrams is 2 for 2, plus hit by a pitch. Lefty Garcia getting loose for the Nats. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Gregory Soto in low leverage situations.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's my new nickname for Soto. Low leverage Soto. Or you can just call him LL Soto for short. Whatever works. Here's Yepes. First pitch swinging, he fouls it back. 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. I mean, look at these guys that are beating us tonight. You tell me, have you heard of more than 4 of the guys in this lineup tonight? This pitch has popped up. Right side, Santander, a couple of steps near the foul line, makes the catch in fair ground. 2 down in the inning. I tell you what. Keibert Ruiz, 0 for 3 tonight. One of the few net hitters to have a quiet one so far. He takes a backdoor slider, top of the zone, for a called strike. That was a decent pitch by Soto. And this one is a tapper back to Soto. He fields it, throws the first in time. A quick 1-2-3 inning for Soto. Strikeout included. And now you know. Have we figured it out yet now, Hyde? Can we just go ahead and spin the rest of this ball game ranking these relievers and how to use them? All right? Let's start from the bottom and work our way up. All right, you need the lowest leverage lefty. You got Soto. You need the lowest leverage righty. You go with Kimbrel. All right, let's move up to the second round. Second lowest leverage lefty. Is it Ciano Perez or is it Keegan Aiken? I think Keegan Aiken is more dependable, but Perez keeps getting the chances. I guess I'll just put Aiken in there because it doesn't seem like Hyde is ever going to use him in the late ball games, but I think it's Keegan Aiken. All right, second lowest leverage righty. Who do we talk about? Okay, so Dominguez is going to be in the back end. Cano's going to be your 8th inning guy. So, yeah, you got Dominguez at the top, Cano below. You got Soto and Kimbrel at the bottom. You got Baker and Aiken above that. And then you got Perez. And then I'm missing one more name. Who am I missing? There's another right-hander somewhere in the mix. I'm sleeping on a name. Who the hell am I sleeping on? But I'll tell you what, once we get Danny Coulomb back, that'll help. Oh, right, Birch Smith. So there you go, Birch Smith. Right. So take your pick. I don't know. What do you guys like better, Baker or Smith? I think it's kind of a... Man, we really don't have... I mean, Kramer hasn't won a ball game since before the All-Star break, but he's also had a lot of bad luck. I'm not saying he's looked great, but... Yeah, the only two pitchers that have won, the only two starting pitchers that have won since the All-Star break are Corbin Burns and Zach Eflin. That's it. I mean, that's currently on the staff. Grayson Rodriguez has had a win, but he's not currently active. The only two current active starters in the rotation with a win since the All-Star break are Burns and Eflin. That's it. Ramon Arias at the plate. First pitch swinging, popped up to center field. Easy out. 1 down in the 7th. Jacob Webb is hurt right now, the man. And he might not be back. We'll see. So Garcia, the lefty, on in relief of Irvin. Colton Cowser now at the plate. That's a called strike. And what a tough pitch that was. Bottom of the zone on the inside corner. From lefty to lefty. The 0-1. Taking a called strike too. Man, oh Shevitz. The 0-2 to Cowser. Called strike 3. Wow. I mean, all right. Anthony Santander swings and misses at the first pitch. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 7th. We didn't even do the 7th inning stretch. I mean, I'm so out of it right now.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
This pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Who's up for some belated cakes? Who wants a belated cake? There you go. This pitch is a called strike. That's outside. Give me a break. Be kind. Rewind. And call that over again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Inning over. Good grief. Oh, God.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
Well, that was your 7th inning stretch. That's right. Just 5 more solo shots to tie the game. Or are we going to let one of those be a 2-run homer to walk it off? These are the teams we need to beat, man. After a day off, I'm still taking it to my grave. Maybe you got here late. Maybe you didn't hear me the first time. But, folks, when you have a pitching staff with an ace like Corbin Burns and a solid next guy with Grayson Down and Zach Eflin, and you have an opportunity to keep them on their regular day's rest and just skip the worst guy in your rotation. Just skip them. I know this is going to sound as nerdy as possible, but when I play the show, the video game, and I start a franchise, that's exactly what I do. When I get a day off, I just bump my worst pitcher to the back end of the rotation. And I'm like, I'll get to you whenever I have to. You know? Holy cow, the Tigers. I think they're going to win that game. Here's Keegan Aiken. He's got a 3.57 ERA. Opponents are hitting just 195 off of him. 49th appearance of the season. James Wood to lead it off for the Nats. He's 3 for 3 already tonight and make it 3 for 4. This one's going to roll into the gap, and Wood's got the speed to go for 2, and he's in as the throw is offline. 1 pitch, leadoff double.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've come too far. There's too much to lose. It's not just keep our composure.
Chaparro at the plate. First pitch, line drive, base hit down the left field line. A run will score. It is 8-2 RBI double from some guy who an hour ago had never had a major league hit in his life. Or is that the other guy? Yeah, third double. He's had 3 doubles. 3 doubles on his debut. Right down the left field line. Swung on, drilled, left side. Cowser comes in, makes the catch. My God, that ball was crushed. Luckily, Cowser was in the right spot to make the first out. Runner at second stays put. Yeah, like right now, go ahead and put Kobe Mayo into the game in the next half inning. Give Kobe Mayo a chance to hit, play a half an inning in the field or whatever. Here's a soft roller to second, Holiday to first in time. 2 down, runner moves up to third base. It is 8-2 Nationals. They have scored 2 in the first, 2 in the fourth, 3 in the sixth, and another here in the eighth. They've got more runs now than we have hits. Who's up? First pitch is a strike to Luis. No, is it Vargas? Who's hitting? I don't even know anymore. It's Young, the number 9 hitter. Jacob Young at the plate. I can't keep up. Young has got 2 hits tonight. One pitch, swung on a missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This is going to be a very interesting postseason, I can tell you that. Because unless a team out there, and there probably will be a team out there in the final 40 games that goes like 30-10 and just goes on a tear into October. This pitch has popped up right side and out of play. 1-2 the count on Young. 2 down, runner at third. I mean, if things are going the way they are right now as we go into the playoffs, it is so wide open. How can he really pick anybody as a favorite? It's just going to be down to who's hot at the right time. Right now, I mean, let's just be happy it's not October right now. We still got a month and a half to figure it out. This pitch is fouled back. Still 1-2 on Young. And who's healthy, of course. Well, we won't have him back. This pitch is fouled back. Still 1-2. Look, I know Sir Anthony Dominguez is no Felix Bautista, and I'm not even implying that he's in the top echelon of closers out there, but I think he can do a better job than Kimbrel. I think he can do okay. This pitch has popped up center field. Mullins jogs in, makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Nationals add on yet another run. Chaparro with his 3rd double in his major league debut. The Nationals now 8 runs on 12 hits. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They lead it 8-2. By the way, despite the fact that they've outscored us 8-2, we've left more men on base somehow. And the only pitcher that hasn't done anything terrible tonight is Gregory Soto. So there you go. It's that kind of night. It is that kind of night. Our saving grace, Gregory Soto. He of the ERA of 21.6. Folks, his ERA is down, and the whip has dropped. No, folks, that 3.60 is not an ERA. That is a whip. He gives up more than 3.5 base runners per inning. Just so you know, there's only 3 bases to stand on. So that's kind of not good. Oh, boy. All right. Well, there's two things that can happen here. We're going to go down with a loss, and we're going to have to come back tomorrow and get a split. Or we're going to come back and win an amazing, never forget, unbelievable comeback of all time. I've already processed the first thing happening, so I feel like I'm playing with house money now. Marlins up 4-0 on the Phillies. That's in the bottom of the 7th now. The Phillies are getting shut out by the Marlins. The A's are up 7-1 on the Mets. Guardians 2-1 over the Cubs. Astros up 3-1 on the Rays. I hear you, Slater, but again, like 4 or 5 of the guys in this lineup weren't even playing anywhere in the majors until like the past month. I mean, they basically said, all right, our season's over. We made some trades, and now we got some space to give some guys a chance. And I guess all these guys getting a chance are making the most of it. Ferrer, a lefty, is on now for the Nationals. Ferrer. First pitch to Gunnar Henderson's a called strike.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Next pitch is popped straight up third base and caught. 1 out. Gunnar pops up for the first out in the 8th. We don't have it in us tonight. We don't. Eloy Jimenez, maybe a new fresh face in this game can give us some kind of a spark, because I'm telling you right now, there is no Flint. All right? And the matches are wet. Come on, Eloy. Let's see what you can do. By the way, it's not like, Brandon Hyde isn't just playing lefty-righty matchups and just being stubborn about it, because he's coming on the pinch hit for the best hitter of the night. As this pitch is off the plate outside, 1-1. I mean, why not pinch hit him for Mullins when he's up 3 batters from now? Why take out Ryan O'Hearn? There's a called strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. So there you go. Ryan O'Hearn, who got on base all 3 times tonight, pinch hits here with nobody on base. So it's not like Jimenez can really do a whole lot in this AB, even if he did do something. And what does he wind up doing? He strikes out. 2 down in the inning. But what do I know? Here's Adley Rutschman. That's a called strike. An inch off the plate. This is just ridiculous. I've never felt a game so, preordained. This feels like, you ever play a video game, like a sports video game that feels scripted by the computer? Like you're sitting there playing your butt off, you're executing everything perfectly, but just weird stuff happens and suddenly the computer wins and you feel like you never had a chance to win, no matter how or what the hell you did. This pitch is low and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's what it feels like I'm watching right now. Just a game that we don't even have a chance. I never say that, by the way. I never say that. This pitch is off the plate. 2-2 the count on Adley. 2 down, nobody on. So don't come at me going, come on, BW. Where's your faith? Trust me, I'm as optimistic as anybody. That's a line drive, center field. There's a 2-out single for Rutschman. Second hit of the night. It's just so frustrating. The Yankees have taken a 2-0 lead on a home run by Juan Soto. Ryan Mountcastle at the plate.
Okay, mount up.
Mounties had a good night, 2 for 3. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. That was a 99-mile-an-hour heater from Ferrer. Knee high on the inside corner. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on. That was triple digits. Fouled back. 0-2. I mean, the Nats have a lefty that can throw 100 that I've never even heard of. Get this guy on our team. The 0-2. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Second baseman flips it from his glove to the shortstop for the force, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th. The Orioles are down by 6 runs. Anybody got any just random topics you want to talk about? Hey, how about this? I keep seeing in my news feeds this apparently viral moment during the Olympics. I guess it was right when it was wrapping up. The Australian breakdancer. Anybody out there familiar with the Australian Olympic breakdancer? Some lady with a hat. Vonnie knows about it. Has anybody seen this? Because I'm thinking about doing a reaction video to it. Yeah, everybody's memeing it. I've seen people bring it up, but I don't want to. It's one of those things where it's like, ooh, apparently there's something funny and cringe that I haven't seen yet, and people are talking about it. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do a reaction video. Just pop it up and make a video of me watching it and reacting. Apparently, though, it was really cringe, and I love cringe content. I really do. Well, guess what, David? It no longer is. They've already announced that in 2028, no more breakdancing at the Olympics. Apparently, this lady's performance just completely was the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, there's some backstory about how she was even in the event to begin with. And apparently she was just doing a bunch of cringy moves. Like, it wasn't even like a decent random TikTok dance. It was, apparently. I've seen a couple of still images. That's it. But I want to... How long is it? Is it like a 2-minute, 3-minute thing? I want it to last like 10 minutes. Okay, here we go. Top of the 9th. Alex Call at the plate. Keegan Aiken on the mound. First pitch is swung on and missed. RJ, I think you can take a break from updating the Tigers game. I think that one's over. But I appreciate it. Well, maybe we'll react to it together after the game. How about that? Let's do something fun tonight if this game ain't going to work out for us. Folks, I'm going to do it. I'm going to react along with you guys. I heard she practiced for 37 minutes. I love how detailed of a time that is. This pitch is up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Alex Call leading off the top of the 9th. All right, so folks, that's the plan. No matter what happens here tonight, we're going to cleanse the palate after the game. I'm going to wrap it up, and then I'm going to find a clip of that dance, and we're going to react to it together. Again, I swear to God, hand to heart, I have not seen this, but I've seen enough talk about it to where I'm very interested. I need a good laugh. 2-2 the count on Call. The pitch swung on, fouled away. We'll do it again. Then I'll go get my breakfast. Rangers are coming back. I don't even remember who they're playing. Who are they playing? Boston, right? 2-2 the count on call. Nobody out. Top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Keegan Aiken. Oh, excuse me. That's perfect, Janet.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's what I wanted to hear. I love good cringe, and I will break down that video. I will stop it every 3-4 seconds just to give you my input. This is the sort of content I used to do on my other channel. Here's C.J. Abrams. He takes a pitch low and away for ball one. And maybe this would be a nice little initiation to my BirdWatcher community, a little bit of content that is in line with my other channel, which I will be actively streaming on during the off season. So, folks, if you like during the winter months for a little bit of comedy, maybe I'll advertise my other channel to you. C.J. Abrams with a 1-1 count, 1 out, nobody on, top of the ninth. That is drilled. Right field. Santander, it's over his glove. He should have backed up. Santander got frozen. Throw back in, not too late. Abrams with another extra base hit. The Nationals are absolutely embarrassing us tonight. 25th double of the night for the 25th double of the night. 25th double of the season for Abrams. If Santander had broke back on this ball immediately, he might have made this catch. It bounced out of his glove to begin with, but he was frozen there for about half a second, and that's all it took. Here's Yepez, 1 out, runner at second. 8-2 Nationals in the top of the ninth. Keegan Aiken out here to mop it up. I hate D.C. Vonnie, come on now. We're neighbors. I got a lot of D.C. roots, man. I lived in D.C. for a while. And I'm from PG County, so I'm connected. I'm like the basket case conjoined twin of the district. This pitch is up and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, 25th double of the night would be tough. Oh, no offense taken, Vonnie. No offense taken. Bartman, you have great taste in movies, my friend. Bartman, would you get on my Discord? We need to talk movies sometimes. Bartman's got good taste. Nobody else gets my references. All right, not nobody else, but he always gets them. All right. 1-2 the count on Yepez. 1 out. Abrams at second. Does anybody have a fresh Discord link they can drop in here for Bartman? Here's a swung ground ball to first base. Bartman's got it. Mountcastle will take it to the bag for the second out. Abrams moves up to third base, 2 down. Why am I staring at shirts? Why? Double barrel action in the Nats bullpen. Both righties, Barnes and Ribalta, getting loose. Keibert Ruiz looks at a first pitch that's inside for ball 1. I mean, that's been called a strike against us a few times tonight. Whatevs. There was a link race. The 1-0. Hit on the ground. Base hit for Ruiz. So is that everybody now with a hit? Another run comes in to score. It's now 9-2. 2-out RBI single from Ruiz. And if I see one more of these from the Nats hitters, okay, we get it. Ugh. What do you want, a hula hoop? You want a frickin' hula hoop? Nine to 2 Nats. They've scored in most innings. Pitch is up and away to James Wood, who's 4 for 4 tonight. 4 for 4. He's a rookie. The pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to second. Holiday flips it to first, inning over. We go to the bottom of the ninth. The Orioles need a touchdown. And the Nats are going to the bullpen. Why not? Yeah, Wood looks good. That's some good-looking Wood. You know who Wood really plays well with is Mendick. I think if they brought in Mendick and had like a Mendick-Wood platoon, that could work out for the Nats. You know, Mendick Wood Lovelady would make a nice group of teammates as well. What happened? What, too late for Mendick jokes? Today's karma for laughing at the Yankees? Well, then, Chilo, everybody in the league is losing. Everybody was laughing at the Yankees losing to the Sox like that. Everybody, Chilo. Even people who don't even care. Freaking Angels fans were laughing. Padres fans were laughing. They can't all lose. You know? Turning point in the game after Sed's bunt and runners second and third and Holiday struck out. Yeah, I know, Ray. I know. Because it's spots like that where you have to just do the fundamentals. And Holiday's up there trying to hit the ball too hard in a situation where with your speed, dude, just put the ball in play. You got a really good shot at scoring a run no matter what happens. Just put the ball in play. But that was not his priority. His priority was hit the ball as hard as he could and take big swings and guess at pitches. That's not the spot to do that. You got to know that. You just got to know that. I don't... Orlando Ribalta in the minors. He's making his major league debut. So if you're wondering why I don't know who anybody is on this team, it's because they've never played before. Right-hander Orlando Ribalta making his major league debut with Sed Mullins up to hit here in the ninth. Hey, we've got the bottom of the order due up anyway. And there's a called strike fastball right down the gut. The 0-1 to Sed. Swung on and missed. That looked like a splitter. And Sed swung over it. 0-2 the count. Miami on the verge of shutting out the Phillies. I'd much rather see the Yankees lose, but I guess I'll take some amount of positive news wherever I can take it. I mean, at this point, it doesn't really matter. The Phillies are now tied with the Dodgers for the best record, and now the Dodgers are going to have the best record, at least until their game's over tonight. Mullins goes after a pitch up and away and somehow serves it into left center field. What a piece of hitting there by Sed Mullins, folks. That hit was so bizarre. Despite the fact we're down 7 runs, that is Orioles magic right there. There's something magical about how Mullins was able to get a hit out of this pitch. Let's see what happens. 1 on, nobody out. Long way to go. We're going to need to see Sed come up to hit a second time if this thing's going to work. Jackson Holiday is at the plate. And he takes one up and away for ball 1. I swear to God, I might have to put a 5-minute timeout warning on any Trevor Bauer comments Crying out loud. This pitch is in the dirt. 2-0 the count. Yeah, Trevor Bauer, he's out there. 30 teams. Everybody needs pitching. Injuries everywhere. And there he is. 2-0 the count on Holiday. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 97. Outside corner. Again, Jackson, we're down 7. We got to keep the line moving. Just make solid contact. It doesn't have to be out of the park, buddy. The 2-1. Reach for. Popped up left side and going to get out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Situational hitting. I mean, it's an expression, folks. It's been around forever. It's something the Orioles have got to start working on. The 2-2 to Jackson. Reached for, popped up, foul. We'll do it again. All right, Holiday hanging in there. I mean, guys, look. This guy is a rookie making his major league debut on the mound. I'm sure despite the fact he's got a 7-run lead, I'm sure he's got some nerves. He gave up the first base runner without getting an out. 2-2 pitch. Reach for, popped up, foul again. Holiday hanging in there. Still a 2-2 count. Come on, the hat. Come on, the hat. The 2-2. Reach for, that was ball 3. Fouled again at 96. Up and away. By the way, Ryan O'Hearn out of the game, if that comes back around. This pitch is in the dirt, and the count has gone full. So a very impressive at-bat so far from Holiday. If we just had this kind of approach during that AB with second and third, 1 out earlier in the ball game. Payoff pitch. Swung on, ground ball, base hit in the right center field. And we're going to have runners at first and third as Mullins cruises to third base. First and third, nobody out. You got to start somewhere. This is the bottom of the order, folks, and Ramon Arias is due up. Is he going to hit? Well, the Nationals are coming out, and are they going to take the baseball after 3 batters? Or has it only been 2 batters? It's only been 2 batters. This dude's got to face at least 1 more. After this batter, it's the top of the order. Arias is due up. Who do we got out there besides Mayo on the bench? Slater, another righty. O'Hearn was in the game, taken out, replaced by Jimenez, another righty. Arias is going to hit. First and third, nobody out. The first pitch to Ramon is in there for a called strike. Yep, I know, David, because then you still have O'Hearn in the game, who would need to come up if we're going to come back. This pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I mean, I knew at the moment pinch hitting for O'Hearn didn't make any sense, even though Eloy got a hit. It was bases empty, 2 down when he did that. The 1-1 to Ramon is upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. 2-1 the count. I don't know if we're ever going to see Jackson Holliday run, but we're not going to see him run down 7. The 2-1 Ramon. That one is swung on and missed. 97, 2-2. Still nobody out in the 9th. Rabalta making his major league debut on the mound, throwing 17 pitches. Runners at first and third. Colton Cowser's on deck. He's 0 for 4 tonight. The 2-2 Urias. And he takes high, a check swing. He did not go. He did not go. The payoff pitch to Ramon. Don't you dare call that a strike, you son of a monkey's uncle! I mean, it clipped the very corner, but man, look at the frame job by Ruiz. He brought that pitch back into the zone. 1 out in the inning. Here's Cowser. Yeah, strike 3 called. Swing and a miss. Cowser behind 0-1. Cowser struck out his last time, up 0 for 4 tonight. He is due. The 0-1 outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm telling you right now, if we don't at least just get this runner in from third and still wind up losing by 6 instead of 7, I'm going to lose my mind. The 1-1 to Cowser. Check swing, pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Santander on deck. Gunner after that. Keep the line moving. Two 2-1 pitch. Swung on, grounded, first base. They go to second, and it's a low throw. Did they get the? It gets thrown away. A run is going to score. Cowser safe. Mullins comes in to score. They do get the lead runner, though, for the second out. A bad throw to second, handled by Abrams somehow. I tell you what, Abrams saved that from being everybody safe. And Cowser now going to be given second base, I guess because the ball was thrown away. Might have gotten into the dugout. So even though Abrams made a great play to get that lead out, his throw back to first was wild, and he'll get charged with an error. 2 down in the 9th, runner at second. The Orioles down 6. Anthony Santander is at the plate. Get them taters up one more time. He takes low for ball 1.
That's not a tater tot, that's a tater giant.
The 1-0 is not called a so that's not a strike now? So that's not a strike now. Okay. All right. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 to Tony. Outside farther. 3-0. 3-0. Take this pitch. He took it. Top of the zone, 96. 3-1 the count. 9-3 Nationals. We're in the bottom of the 9th. The Orioles have gotten 1 run. They need 7, so 6 more to tie it. A 3-1 count to Santander. The pitch. Outside, ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
And that'll be it for Ribalta. His major league debut is over. He got 2 outs. He gave up a run and 2 more batters on base, his responsibility. First and second, 2 down in the bottom of the 9th. It's going to be Law, the right-hander. I think it's time to break the law. What do you think about that? I'm ready to break the law.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
That's right, folks. I offer everybody out there in Birdland, Charm City chat, the opportunity to join me in glorious battle. We got 111 likes. That's a very binary number. 1, 1, 1. Lovely. 3,500 people already checking in tonight. Hey, folks, that last game against the Rays, we had nearly 5,000 show up. We almost broke the 5,000 mark for the first time this season. And folks, when it comes to subscribers, I mean, we're like a flea on a hot brick. We are jumping, folks.
I offer you the opportunity to join me in glorious battle.
We're halfway to 1,900 during this next stretch. We'll hit 1,900 before the end of this homestand. I'll tell you that. And then we're counting down the 2K. Holy Toledo. We're going to catch up to the actual year. We'll be at 2024 eventually. Look at that jump. 22 new subs in tonight. Folks, I haven't had a night this good in a long time. I don't want it to come at the expense of the Orioles potentially losing here. But we got to have something. We got to have something to feel good about as a community. If we're talking about long-term stuff, short-term, this game stinks. Long-term.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Derek Law is going to face Gunnar friggin' Henderson. Let's go.
His name's Gunner, and he's dating my mom.
2 out in the 9th. They dare bring on a righty to face Gunnar. And you know what? With 2 down in the 9th and Gunnar up, we're going to hang out right here. You know, and I can't because the number is going to go down. Whenever I hang out, the number goes down. Can't do it. We're going to stay right here. Gunnar is due. He's 0 for 4. First pitch. High. Ball 1. Quite high. High enough to make you wonder if this pitcher has got his command ready. Want to know the count. The pitch. Swung on. Ground ball. Second base. Got it. This is going to end the ball game. Gunnar grounds out to second base. He finishes the night 0 for 5. And there you go. The Nationals. They thoroughly beat us on all sides of the game. The pitching, the hitting, the base running. They did have one error, and we didn't. So maybe we fielded a little bit better. That's about it. Nationals take this one relatively easy. Final score 9-3 over the Orioles. Ah, boy. 9 runs, 14 hits, 1 error for Washington. 3 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Baltimore. And we lost the last game in Tampa, right? So are we on a 2-game losing streak with a day off in between? So we haven't won since Saturday? Is that right? Ah, look at Josh. Quietly hanging out, lurking, and then waiting for a final score to type in "Go New York Yankees." Go what? Go beat a team that lost 90 wins by the second week of August? You probably should win, Josh. You probably should win. Jeez. Worry about your own team. And I would give that same advice to everybody. I mean, newsflash, everybody. Nobody really has any position to be flexing right now. As Orioles fans, we can't be flexing. As Yankee fans, you guys can't be flexing. I don't care if you're beating the White Sox tonight. That's not a flex. The Guardians can't flex right now. The Phillies can't flex. The Dodgers can't flex. I mean, the Padres are playing well. But in general, I don't think anybody really has any room to be trash-talking anybody else. It is a crapshoot out there, folks. It's anybody's game. We're going to check out tomorrow's matchup, and then I'm going to get the hell on out of here. Oh, wait. Folks, hang in there. We're going to do a reaction, or we're going to try. I'm going to try to look this up right now. Hey, one more to get to 1850. That would be great. But you know what I'm going to do right here? Let's watch this together. I have no idea how this might affect, but this is transformative reaction content I'm doing right now. That's right. The key word is transformative reaction content. Australian, oh my God. I type in AUS. I type in AUS into my search, and it comes up Australian Breakdancing Olympics. That's when he knows something has gone viral. All right, let's watch this. Let me see what the hell this is all about. So is this it? Is this the actual? I want the full performance. Oh my God, Rachel Dratch already did a parody. I could tell that's Rachel Dratch, right? What is this pose? Oh no. All right, where's the actual? Roll that beautiful bean footage. Rachel Raygun. 1 minute 36. All right, folks, this is my first look at it. Let's break it down. What do we got? Break it down again. Let's open this up a little bit. Hold on. I don't want to miss it. Hold on. Slow your roll, lady. Slow your roll. Let me put it in the theater mode here. Wait the next video. Why? All right, do we have audio on this? Come on now. Move it on back. I don't want to miss a frame of this. All right, so we're starting off. Where's the audio? I hear nothing. All right, so we got a jump and a... That's... Is she popping or is she locking? Oh, no. Wait, I know that one move. I know this one move. I've seen this move. Hold on. The one right... all right, right?
Hello, everybody.
Who the hell are you? I just got frickin' rickrolled. This ain't the damn video, you no wonder 4,000 upvotes, 44,000 downvotes. You schmuck. Well, Janet, I'm a little worried about going to NBC. Because, you know. Give me a chance. Hold on. Hang in there. I'll find it. I'll get it. Zachary coming in with a $20 super chat. What a joke. What, tonight's game? I know it was bad, Zach. I know it was bad. David, there's a what do you call it? A plugin for that. David, look up the plugin for being able to see dislikes. Anybody can do it. Anybody can get that plugin. NBC YouTube. I know, but the thing is, if anybody's going to give me a copyright thing, it's going to be them. Even though I used to be an employer. Hey, Zachary, thanks again so much for the super chat, man. Really, it does help. All right, this one says full video. This one says full video. I'm going to give this one a try. They're probably lying. There's some Thai commercials for you, everybody. In Thailand, everything is very, very fresh and clean.
Welcome to our channel. Today we're
Welcome to our channel. See, I already don't like it. Just get to... No, I don't want to see still photos. Show me the performance. All right, you know what? I'm going to Twitter. Forget it. All right, fine. Let me see what the NBC breakdance. I don't know. All right, it still doesn't have anything. I think Sky Sports Australia is as close as we're going to get. You're welcome, David. Make sure you close out your windows and reopen for that to kick in.
And look, I'm as ready to applaud someone having a go as the next person.
Oh my God, this is Australian news, and look at this headline. The breakdancer ruins fantastic Aussie effort. Oh my God, they're throwing her under the bus. Hey, you sent her there. She didn't crash the party. She didn't pull a Willie Mays Hayes and just show up in training camp unannounced. It ain't all on her.
But that doesn't mean that every child must win a prize. I mean, all credit to our magnificent Olympian team that's bringing back a record swag of medals, but a dud performance is a dud performance. There's no point
throw another
otherwise.
Medal on the barbie,
I mean, breakdancing was one of those new sports introduced to us.
Breakdancing. Oh wait, these are real breakdancers, folks. Don't be confused. This is real breakdancing.
It's a cross between dancing and gymnastics. I mean, what you can see there is some brilliant people at a recent Red Bull competition. That's what it's supposed to look like.
That's what it's supposed to look like. That's what it's supposed to look like. Oh my God, how bad was this?
Competitor Rachel Gunn, a 36-year-old university lecturer who wrote her thesis on gender in
doing their
Sydney's
8 mile here.
scene. Well, she got precisely
there we go.
0 points
Just still
in 3
photos
rounds
again.
Of competition. But anyone who says that she's a pretty
and I'm
ordinary
proud
performer,
to not
well,
be an Australian, or at least I know I can dance.
Come on, if we want to compete, female or male even.
Isn't this the Addams Family rap? They do what they want to do, say what they want to say, live how they want to live, play how they want to play, dance how they want to dance, sing and they celebrate. Addams Family. Addams. Are you kidding me? Where is this clip?
You've got to accept the umpire's decision and the views of those who watch what you do.
Oh no, this looks like a CSI episode. David Caruso has to come in and give a one-liner. Well, it looks like the dance broke her. Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. What, no CSI fans?
Foster has hit out at it and said that anyone who's criticising Gunn is un-Australian.
Could you blow that up a little bit?
Any way you cut it, her performances were crap. How on earth did she even qualify? But if you listen to the Prime Minister,
how the hell did she even qualify?
Who should be praised.
How did you qualify? You're a newsreader. You stare at a scrolling teleprompter. You're not a journalist. I love it when teleprompter readers talk about other people and how they can't do anything. What do you do?
Having a crack.
Man, that had me dying. That's what it's supposed to be. All right, well, Zachary, I need you over on my other channel because you'll be super chatting it up all night. Thank you again, Zachary. I mean, that is very generous, and that's going to make my day a whole lot easier to get through. Thank you so much, my friend. Where's the button? One more time for you.
What? Nobody here in Maryland?
Whoa, that's not it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Seriously, Zachary, whenever I finally get around to getting a chair, and believe me, I will, because my back is sick of this shit, I'll be naming the chair after you. It'll be the official Zachary Hawley BirdWatcher throne. All right? Is that a decent title? The Zachary Hawley BirdWatcher throne.
Oh, come on. I thought the whole point of the Olympics was to celebrate competition, not mere participation.
So this isn't even news. This is just this lady giving her op-ed about how awful a performance was that we can't even see highlights of. And this is the #1 listing on this? All right, I'm going all in. Twitter gonna do me right. One more try, everybody. One more try. If you're still here, you guys are awesome. All right, so we're talking Australia breaking. Australia breaking. I mean, it's everywhere. Just give me the video. Media. It wasn't good the first time. It's just the same spinning around. Oh, I just started it over. Shadow puppets? Are you doing alligator shadow puppets? Kangaroo. You did not just hop around. Necessary. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's flexing. She's flexing. Look at her. I mean, yeah, number one. It's called the folding fish. You ever catch a fish that's too big to fit somewhere? Now that I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for hanging around and goofing off with me, everybody. Hey, Fitzy's on. And so is PAS. I'm going to send you to Fitzy tonight. Why? Because Fitzy hates my guts. He doesn't give me any... he doesn't show me any respect at all. And I'm still going to send you over there and give him some extra people. Even though every time I come over, he can't just be like, hey, what's going on, BW? How you been? Every time I tell a joke, he doesn't, he reacts to it like it's a real statement. And then I'm like, it was a joke. And he's like, yeah, I knew it was a joke. Well, then why aren't you reacting like it's a joke? Fitzy, what is going on with you lately? I'm going to send you some people. All right? Go show Fitz some love, because he ain't showing me none. I don't know what the hell I did to Fitz. But, by the way, about 2 out of 3 of you have said that Cole Irvin, just as good, if not better, than Trevor Rogers. Why the hell did we make that trade? Right, that's going to do it for me, folks. Oh, tomorrow's game. Sorry. One more piece of responsibility, and it's happening right when my cursor is starting to freak out again. Let's see if we can pull this off. Let's go to the ESPN page and talk about tonight's first pitch tomorrow night's first pitch time, on-air time, and pitching matchup for the final game of this mini 2-game series, the Parkway Series between the Nationals and the Orioles tomorrow night. Please be a little bit later than today. Just a little bit. No, we've got to be the earliest damn game in town again. Folks, tomorrow, 6:35 p.m. Eastern, first pitch. I will be on the air at 6:25 p.m., 5:25 a.m. my time. On the mound, Dean Kramer. Hot damn, he's due. Not only for a good start, but for some run support as well. DJ Hers, a guy without a photo, left-hander. I mean, this guy gives up about 2 home runs per 9. I mean, come on now. Can we beat this nobody, please? And take a split of this before we get Boston coming to town? We have to. We have to win this game. We cannot be on a 3-game losing streak, getting swept by the Nats at home before we got Boston. This is a must-win tomorrow. Dean Kramer, let's go. All right, folks, I'm going to send you on over now. By the way, the Yankees have a 3-0 lead going into the 6th inning. Thanks again for all the updates, RJ. Thanks to all the mods in the chat. You guys do a fantastic job. Thanks once again to Zachary Hawley for 2 very generous donations via the Super Chat. And thanks to everybody else in the Charm City chat. Folks, tonight in terms of viewers, or in terms of, well, I've already taken it off. But yeah, we're up to like 1850 now. We are pushing it up to 1900. Probably sometime during the Red Sox series, maybe 2,000 by the end. We'll see. But until then, folks, I'm sending on over to Red Sox Rangers. It's a 2-run ball game, and it's late. Go say hi to Fitz for me, okay? Have a good night yourselves. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I'll chirp at you later.